Want to learn many facts in one video? Subscribe to Zarpado and let's start. In Madrid, a goat got trapped in a fifth-floor window, generating total astonishment. Firefighters managed to rescue it unharmed, but no one knew how it got there. Meanwhile, in the palm of your hand, the Ru 36S handheld console holds more than 15,000 video games. Classics like Mario and Sonic alongside modern titles, all in a compact device that revives your childhood. Moving on to special effects, the body of the miniature character in Small But Dangerous isn't digital. Lyndon Porco, a Canadian actor with dwarfism, acts in every scene, while Marlon Wayans' face is digitally superimposed. In Germany, recycling has become a business. Fanned automated machines accept empty bottles or cans and dispense 25 euro cents per unit, generating daily income and keeping the streets clean since 2000. From European recycling to Colombian charm, Maluma lends his voice to Mariano in Encanto. The singer dubs the character in Spanish and English, leaving many unaware his voice is in the film until the credits. And speaking of illusions, David Copperfield's trick with the giant saw isn't actually magic. The torso is his, but the legs belong to his assistant, all hidden in perfectly synchronized compartments within a divided table. An Italian YouTuber goes one step further and turns his golden button into a functioning bass guitar. Davis embeds the plate into the instrument and builds it from scratch, becoming the only one with a YouTube plate that literally plays. In Norway, climbing hills is made easy with the Tramp, a bicycle lift in Trondheim. You place your foot on a pedal on the sidewalk and it effortlessly propels you to the top, helping thousands of cyclists every year. And in the heart of Africa, Spanish is also heard. Equatorial Guinea, a former Spanish colony, maintains the language as its official language, with more than 70% of the population speaking it as if they were in Latin America. 3D billboards already dominate cities like Tokyo, where an animated kitten meows from a giant box and seems so real that people must stare, even though it's all a well-thought-out illusion. In real life, there are also movie scripts, like the one about Lindsay Lohan, who was caught on security cameras carrying a $2,500 necklace. She ended up arrested, won a plea deal, and ended up with yet another scandal on her record. Not as scandalous, but equally unexpected, was Hedy Lamarr, a Hollywood actress who in her spare time invented a key technology for modern communications. Her work laid the foundations for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, although it was ignored for decades. Another unexpected icon, the housefly, capable of laying 500 eggs in less than a month, is essential for ecological balance because it decomposes garbage, serves as food for other species, and even helps in medicine to treat infected wounds. Such was the cold and calculating nature of John D. Rockefeller, the first American billionaire who crushed his competition with low prices, secret deals, and bribes until the government forced him to divide his oil empire into several companies. During World War II, another way to disappear was with smoke screens that hid entire ships using dense chemical clouds, allowing secret maneuvers without being detected by the enemy from the sky or the sea. Speaking of things that disappear, the floating McDonald's on the Mississippi River was unique. It operated on an old steamboat, offering an unusual experience, but high maintenance costs led to its demise. On the other hand, popcorn not only survives, but it's healthy. It has fiber, antioxidants, a low glycemic index, and can help lower cholesterol as long as you don't smother it with butter, of course. And on a mountain in the Philippines lives Wang Od, the last great master of Kalinga tattooing, who for over 100 years continues to use thorns, charcoal, and bamboo to mark the skin with an ancient technique that today attracts travelers from all over the world. In Japan, some restaurants serve shiruo no odarigui, a drink where small live fish swim in sake and soy sauce, and yes, they are drunk while still moving. The unsettling nature of this experience contrasts with the technology of the Vigo Iris, an AI device that instantly detects mosquitoes and marks them with lasers so you can eliminate them yourself. Speaking of precision, The shoebill, a large African bird with a shoe-shaped beak, manages to hunt baby crocodiles without making a single sound in flight. Just as mysterious as this bird is the meaning of the clerical collar, the white strip worn by priests that represents obedience, purity, and humility, although not all wear it. And speaking of construction, Hyundai launched an AI excavator that digs itself, saves fuel, and can be operated from miles away with a simple tablet. While the machines advance, in South Korea, students face the Sunang, an exam so extreme that the entire country adjusts its schedules to ensure everything turns out perfectly. In contrast, left-handed people only represent 10% of the world, but they stand out for being more creative, having faster reflexes, although they suffer more migraines. Taking advantage of the unexpected, Dyson transformed its fame for hair dryers into futuristic noise-canceling headphones with an included air purifier. In the water, cormorants swallow fish whole in seconds thanks to their elastic throats. So much so that in Asia, they've been trained to fish with humans for centuries. Just as they help, the Aria robot accompanies lonely people with emotional AI that responds, converses, and even adapts its emotions to yours. But speaking of strange customs, the Romans used a sponge stick called tersorium instead of toilet paper, which was shared by everyone in ancient latrines. And while in the past they used sponges, in China, firefighters now use drones that put out fires from the air, shoot foam, break windows, and don't risk human lives. An impressive feat, but nothing like winning the lottery 7 times, like Richard Lustig, who accumulated more than $1 million between 1993 and 2010. While some try their luck, others seek eternal youth. Millionaire Brian Johnson received a plasma transfusion from his own 17-year-old son to try to reverse aging. If that seems strange, even stranger is the origin of sushi, which originated as a way to preserve fish in fermented rice, although originally only the fish was eaten. Speaking of long-lasting food, military rations include everything from tacos to pizzas that last for years without refrigeration, created to feed soldiers under extreme conditions. Michael Nicholson, the man with the most university degrees on the planet, has accumulated 30 different degrees. Bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, doctorates, all out of a pure passion for knowledge. Some call him a genius, others simply don't understand why he never stopped studying. And while some dedicate themselves to learning, others create new worlds like Universal. Their Epic Universe Park in Orlando seeks to dethrone Disney with cutting-edge technology. More than 3 square kilometers of attractions, hotels within the park, and a futuristic transportation system. But what seems like fiction also occurs in real life, like the case of Essie Dunbar, declared dead in 1915, buried and all until her sister asked to see the body. When they opened the coffin, Essie was alive and smiling. She lived for 45 more years. Just as she returned from the grave, other things are reborn with technology. The X-Real 1 Pro glasses project a 170-inch screen into your field of vision. They capture photos, record video, and connect to laptops and tablets. And speaking of innovation, Kyoto University turns graduations into cosplay parades. Instead of gowns, graduates choose costumes, dinosaurs, superheroes, or even objects. A celebration that blends freedom, creativity, and a lot of academic irreverence. But what truly breaks the mold is the world's best-selling beer. It's not Heineken or Corona, but Snow Beer, a Chinese brand almost unknown outside of Asia. Its low price and mass consumption crown it, although few praise its flavor. And when it comes to recognition, the Guinness World Records don't offer money. They only offer worldwide fame, an official certificate, and the chance to go viral. Even so, many train for years just for that moment of glory. Interestingly, not even Queen Elizabeth II herself wanted to sit on the Iron Throne. She visited the set of Game of Thrones in 2014 and chose not to occupy the iconic seat. They say it was due to protocol, although others believe it was pure respect for the fictional universe. Much more extreme is Elaine Davidson, the woman with the most piercings in the world. She has had more than 11,000 piercings since 1997 and claims to feel no pain. Her entire body is a metallic work of art that defies all limits. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin Rapids, parents are fined if their children bully. Schools impose fines of up to $313 to force adults to get involved, a controversial measure that divides opinions between punishment and education. As curious as that is, there is the origin of the word karaoke. It comes from the Japanese kara, meaning empty, and oke, meaning orchestra or orchestra without voices. What began as improvised fun is now a worldwide phenomenon. And in China, eating black moss on New Year's is considered good luck. Fat choy looks like a plate of wet hair, but it's a desert seaweed. It sounds like prosperity in Chinese and serves as an edible amulet. But if you prefer technology, Fujifilm is launching the Instax Pal, its smallest camera. It doesn't print photos on its own, it captures digitally and then prints via Instax. A mix of nostalgia and functionality that divides photography purists. And while some print memories, others destroy their smiles with soda. More than 3 sodas a day increase the risk of cavities and tooth loss. While some blame sugar, others insist that hygiene is still key. In the animal world, the proboscis monkey takes all the prizes for originality. That enormous male nose works like a loudspeaker to attract a mate. The bigger it is, the more irresistible it is, at least for the females of Borneo. And since we're talking about scenes, film crews wear black as a strategy. They avoid camera reflections and don't attract attention during filming. A simple trick that keeps the focus where it belongs, on the action. As for glasses, the clip-reading glasses eliminate temples altogether. They attach only to the bridge of the nose and even fit in a cell phone case. Ideal for quick reading without carrying a case. But if speed is your thing, the Cuda Jet looks like something out of an action movie, a mini aquatic jetpack that turns divers into human torpedoes. Inspired by dolphins, it works with electric propulsion to glide like never before. And if you have a lot of pent-up anger, Thailand has a very special therapy, molding a clay figure with the face of someone you dislike and smashing it. A form of emotional release that seems violent, but is completely peaceful. Gökmen Akdogan, a young Turkish man, draws attention for his uncanny resemblance to Cristiano Ronaldo. Same haircut, same eyebrows, same gestures. He takes advantage of his fame to attend events and pose as the Portuguese star's official doppelganger. From doppelgangers, we move on to smart shoes. Moonwalkers allow you to walk up to 250% faster. They incorporate motorized wheels and an artificial intelligence system that adapts to the wearer's gait. Without changing the futuristic theme, we move from the Caribbean to the Indian Ocean, where piracy still exists. Instead of cannons, modern sailors use spikes, barbs, and water jets to scare off attackers. Firearms are ruled out for safety reasons. And since we're talking about threats, what would happen if mosquitoes disappeared? Females are the only ones that bite. They do so to obtain the protein needed for their eggs. Without bites, there are no offspring. The mosquito life cycle begins in the water: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Males live about 10 days, but females can live up to 8 weeks if they find enough food. Although few hunt them, they do have predators: dragonflies, frogs, fish, and bats. But they reproduce so quickly that exterminating them naturally seems impossible. And incredible as it may seem, in parts of Africa they are eaten. Tribal people cook burgers with mosquitoes collected from the air. They taste like fish and contain 7 times more protein than a beef burger. French artist Abraham Poincheval lived for 10 days inside a 6-meter bottle in Paris. With solar panels and a dry toilet, the project sought to explore confinement and human vulnerability. The word gringo originates from the Mexican-American War of 1846. Upon seeing the green uniforms, Mexicans would try to say gringo distorting the phrase into gringo. The world's largest cake decorating event is being held in the United Kingdom. Artists from all over the world participate, presenting everything from sugar castles to hyper-realistic horror figures. Warariki Beach in New Zealand is famous for being the Windows 10 wallpaper. Located in the Tasman Sea, it is known for its rock formations and unreal landscapes. The Yangtze finless porpoise resembles a smiling dolphin. It lives exclusively in the Yangtze River in China, and its sweet expression makes it one of the most adorable cetaceans on the planet. Paro Airport in Bhutan is one of the most difficult in the world. To land, pilots must maneuver between mountains and tight turns. It is only allowed to operate when the weather is perfect. The trapdoor spider builds a trap in the form of a camouflaged silk lid over its burrow. When prey passes by, it snaps open and drags it back to its hiding place without it even noticing. Seals completely close their nostrils to prevent water from entering while they swim. They also store oxygen in their blood and muscles, allowing them to stay underwater for long periods. Just underwater, in Jordan, is the first underwater military museum with tanks, helicopters, and armored vehicles that now function as artificial reefs teeming with marine life. Marine life you wouldn't find on Barbie, who celebrated her 65th birthday with a major exhibition at London's Design Museum, showcasing 1,959 dolls and other iconic additions that broke stereotypes. It's also dark but surprising to learn that babies urinate in the womb, filtering amniotic fluid, although they don't defecate unless there is stress, which can lead to complications at birth. The Lovers Bond Hotel in Switzerland offers no complications, with its mobile outdoor bathtub that slides along a rail to the balcony, offering spectacular views of the Alps while you relax in the water. Realistic but short, it's the world's shortest commercial flight. 57 seconds between the Westray Islands and Papa Westray in Scotland, operated by Loganair for over 50 years. The cars sold in the world's most expensive vending machine in Singapore have luxurious interiors, a skyscraper that dispenses Ferraris and Lamborghinis as if they were cans of soda. The chocolate cake in the film Matilda was fake, but effective. The actor hated it and spat it out between takes, repeating a scene for 2 weeks that seemed filmed in a single day. Blowing a bubble inside another bubble isn't magic. You just need to chew until it's flexible, inflate one, and then use extra gum to inflate another inside with surgical precision. There's no mess at Dubai's Burj Al Arab Hotel, where its helipad was converted into a tennis court 690 feet high for a promotional match between Agassi and Federer. Miniature is also the dream of the pearlfish, one of the few animals that almost never sleeps, with a brain that stays active without needing to close its eyes. Justin Bateman is an artist who transforms nature into portraiture. With admirable patience, he arranges stone by stone to create hyper-realistic faces without using paint or adhesives. Each work is ephemeral, created on the ground, outdoors, and only survives thanks to the photographs he takes before the wind or time erases them. In India, the Well of the End is a spectacle that defies logic and physics. There, motorcyclists and cars climb the walls of a giant cylinder, spinning vertically as if gravity ceased to exist. The roar of the engines and the close proximity of the audience make it an experience as dangerous as it is fascinating. In mountainous areas, the asphalt bobsled offers pure adrenaline on wheels. This vehicle, similar to a go-kart but without an engine, hurtles down winding roads, while the driver relies only on his helmet, the brakes, and his reflexes to control the speed and extreme turns. Water marbling is a hypnotic technique that turns a bucket into an art studio. By pouring inks onto the surface of the water and manipulating them with fine tools, patterns are created that are then transferred to paper, ceramics, or even fabric, with unique and unrepeatable results. Zangbetos, traditional guardians of some African cultures, spin like living whirlpools covered in natural fibers. More than dance, their movement is a spiritual act that invokes protection. No one knows who is inside, which fuels their mysticism and respect in the villages. In the kitchen, Atoni Mama brings creativity to the plate. Using rice, seaweed, vegetables, and sauces, she transforms lunches into cute figures such as pandas, flowers, or animated characters, making eating a playful moment, especially for little ones. In Venice, art takes to the water in the form of a giant floating violin, built by sculptor Livio de Marchi and dubbed Noah's Violin. Made of wood and steel, it was created in honor of the victims of the pandemic and can navigate while music plays on its deck. David Godzik is a BMX freestyle legend. This Polish athlete has performed impossible tricks, such as the quadruple tail whip, where his bike spins 4 times under his feet in mid-flight. In one of his feats, he managed to fly over a moving train, defying all calculations. Some trucks in countries with high traffic density incorporate giant LED screens on the rear. These display the front view of the truck in real time, allowing drivers behind to see when it's safe to pass, reducing the risk of accidents. Dynotomic is an artist who uses gunpowder as a paintbrush. He sprinkles the powder on a surface, then ignites it in a controlled manner so that the fire draws portraits, creatures, and landscapes. The result is a burned image on the canvas, full of drama and dark texture. Although it may seem incredible, parrots do not have vocal cords. Instead, they have a structure called a syrinx, located in the trachea. Thanks to it, they can control airflow and modulate sounds with such precision that they mimic human words and even laughter. 3D printed meat represents a food revolution. Using plant-based ingredients or cultured cells, this technology replicates the texture, flavor, and appearance of real meat without the need to raise animals. It can be programmed to achieve different cuts or fat levels. The club moss sword is a spectacular visual tool. It uses dried spores from a plant called club moss, which burn instantly upon contact with fire, generating brilliant flames. It's used in magic and theater to create amazing effects without the risk of explosion. The stuffed caterpillar looks like something out of a children's storybook, with its soft, colorful body. But in reality, it's covered in tiny stinging hairs that can cause burning, rashes, and allergies when touched. A dangerous beauty to be admired from afar. The Woodworking Art Channel specializes in carving wooden vehicles with stunning realism. From sports cars to tractors, each model features details like opening doors, headlights, and movable wheels, making them look like toys straight out of a carpenter's dream. In flooded areas of the Amazon, police use water buffalo for patrol. These strong and docile animals can cross rivers, mangroves, and swampy terrain that not even a motorcycle can enter, becoming unexpected allies of law and order. Modern war tanks are true mobile fortresses. Equipped with thermal sensors, navigation systems, and cutting-edge armor, they can navigate impossible terrain and withstand explosions, protecting their crews in extreme conditions. Jaripeo bullfighting is a vibrant Mexican tradition. During these festivals, brave riders ride fierce bulls in a short and dangerous fight, accompanied by ranchera music, cheers from the crowd, and the dust that rises with each fall. NASCAR racing isn't just about speed. Each car is modified to withstand crashes at over 186 miles per hour. Drivers must possess reflexes, strategy, and endurance, as a single wrong turn can wipe out the entire competition. Alex Peter Idoko, a fire artist, burns wood to create portraits so detailed they look like photographs. He uses a technique called pyrography, where he controls the temperature to create shadows, textures, and depth for the face that comes to life on each panel. Although it looks like northern Canada, Ciudad Madera, in Chihuahua, Mexico, experiences winters so cold that temperatures reach 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow covers the forests, turning this corner of Mexico into a white paradise that few would imagine. Pasturebird's solar chicken coop is an innovation for sustainable agriculture. It's a structure that moves automatically every 5 minutes, moving on solar-powered wheels so that the hens always have access to fresh pasture without human intervention. Bees build honeycombs with hexagonal cells not out of whim, but for efficiency. This geometric shape allows them to store the greatest amount of honey with the least amount of wax, maximizing space and minimizing energy expenditure. Dinner in the sky literally elevates the dining experience. A crane lifts a platform with a table, chairs, and chef 164 feet above the ground. Diners are secured in harnesses and enjoy a gourmet dinner with unforgettable aerial views. In Paris, the metro turnstiles have been transformed into small wind turbines. With each passenger's step, they spin and generate electricity, harnessing the flow of people to power part of the system with renewable energy. The guajolote, or Mexican turkey, is more than just a poultry bird. During festivities, it displays its red wattles and emits its characteristic gurgle as it walks proudly. It was revered by pre-Hispanic cultures and is a symbol of abundance and tradition. Oysters, lazy to the naked eye, hide a world of flavor within. Their tender flesh varies in taste depending on the salinity of the water where they grow. Their thick, irregular shells protect them from predators and ocean waves. The dachshund, also known as the sausage dog, was bred to burrow and hunt badgers. Today, with his short legs and mischievous gaze, he is a loyal companion dog that adapts perfectly to urban life. In Thailand, Dinosaur Valley is a theme park and paleontology park featuring giant replicas of prehistoric creatures. Surrounded by real fossils, it allows visitors to walk among monsters from another era in heat reminiscent of the Mesozoic. Concrete mattresses aren't for sleeping, but rather to protect underwater infrastructure. They are molded like flexible cement blankets, placed over pipes or embankments, and withstand the strong currents of rivers and oceans without shifting. Canada's Ice Magic Festival is an ephemeral exhibition of frozen art. In less than 36 hours, sculptors from several countries carve blocks of ice that glow with colored lights, creating castles, dragons, and figures that only the cold can sustain. Military paratroopers are trained to jump from extreme heights, landing in hostile areas with pinpoint precision. In a matter of seconds, they must deploy their parachutes, assess the terrain, and be ready to act with no margin for error. Russian artist Ekaterina Sisoeva creates 3D paintings that appear to leap out of the canvas. Her hyperrealistic cars give the illusion of volume thanks to the expert combination of shadows, lines, and perspectives, as if they're about to take off. Hossein Diba recreates The Simpsons in the flesh, transforming Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie into hyper-realistic versions through painting and 3D modeling, providing an impressive level of detail. Speaking of striking features, Polish chickens have a crown-like crest that covers their heads, giving them a distinctive and elegant appearance. Their plumage combines golden and beige tones with dark edges that form patterns similar to lace or silk. Continuing with innovation, the Morphobot M4 is a multifunctional robot inspired by nature, capable of rolling on 4 wheels, transforming them into rotors for flight, or standing on 2 wheels like a meerkat to observe its surroundings. Meanwhile, in the marine world, brittle stars are echinoderms with a disc-shaped body and long, flexible arms that allow them to move with great agility, from shallow waters to considerable ocean depths. On the other hand, the Japanese technique of bonsai cultivates miniature trees that simulate the shape and characteristics of mature trees, requiring constant pruning and care to control their growth using species such as pines, maples, and ficus. Turning to something biological, polydactyly is a genetic condition that causes the appearance of extra fingers on the hands or feet, with variations ranging from a small extra finger to a fully functional one, depending on their location. In the realm of emotional technology, there are devices that allow people to send and receive virtual kisses remotely. These devices simulate the pressure and movement of lips, connecting via the internet to replicate the sensation. From Italy comes Alberto Magri, a pastry chef from Livorno renowned for his innovative creations. His bakery, Pasticceria Magri, attracts travelers and pastry lovers seeking unique sweets. In another sphere, body suspension is an artistic or ritual practice that elevates the body using ropes or cables, requiring careful weight distribution to ensure safety during suspension. Hydraulic railway buffers are adjustable barriers that prevent trains from exceeding the limits of the track, cushioning impacts in emergencies and adapting to different speeds and weights. Aircraft evacuation ramps, also called slides, allow for the quick and safe exit of passengers in emergency situations. They deploy automatically and feature non-slip surfaces to facilitate descent. On the ocean floor, the sea cucumber is an elongated, smooth animal found in all regions of the world, from tropical to cold waters. It feeds on decaying organic matter and can grow to over 3 feet in length. In art, Amedeo Capelli creates wooden automatons with manual mechanisms that bring detailed figures to life. His dynamic and charming pieces are exhibited on social media such as Instagram and Etsy. Setenil de las Bodegas in Cadiz, Spain, is famous for its houses built inside enormous rocks, which provide natural thermal insulation by covering the roofs and walls, a unique architectural solution. The lion's roar is one of the most powerful sounds in terrestrial wildlife, with a range of up to 5 miles. It is used for pack communication, territorial defense, and social rituals. The AH-64 Apache helicopter, developed by Boeing, is an attack vehicle with Hellfire missiles and a 1.18-inch automatic cannon designed to engage ground and air targets with great precision. Jerusalem crickets, of the genus Stenopelmatus, have robust bodies and legs adapted for burrowing. They are nocturnal and live primarily underground or in crevices. Laser cutters use a concentrated beam of light to precisely cut or engrave various materials. There are CO2s, fiber optic, and diode models, depending on the application. Interestingly, tickling oneself generates less laughter because the brain anticipates the stimulus and reduces the reaction, unlike when another person does it and produces surprise. The German firm CTF designed a car with a transparent body that, although not yet commercially available, showcases advanced technologies in design and materials for the automotive industry. Crocodile farms raise these reptiles in controlled environments for commercial production, conservation, or tourism, offering skins, meat, and educational experiences. The pygmy marmoset is the smallest monkey in the world, with a body measuring 4.7 to 5.9 inches and a longer tail. It lives in the Amazon basin and feeds on sap, insects, and fruits, perfectly camouflaging itself. Yatzil Elizalde, a Mexican tattoo artist, excels at creating optical illusions with a blurred effect, superimposing designs that appear to move or blur, offering a unique visual experience. Did you know that the lack of memories from early childhood is due to the brain not yet developing the ability to encode long-term memories, a process that occurs with the maturation of the hippocampus? The Caracoles Hill, on Route 60 between Chile and Argentina, is a zigzagging mountain stretch with hairpin bends at over 10,500 feet in elevation, crucial for Andean trade and tourism. In Macau, China, the Grand Lisboa Hotel stands out for its design inspired by a golden lotus flower. This 856-foot skyscraper houses a luxury hotel, casino, and Michelin-starred restaurants. Mexican Charreria, the precursor to rodeo and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, consists of equestrian maneuvers that demonstrate skill and courage in traditional competitions. Geodes, on the other hand, are rock cavities with crystals inside, which vary in size and color, revealing minerals such as quartz, amethyst, or calcite, in contrast to their rough exterior. And speaking of precision, painting robots in the automotive industry apply uniform layers of paint at high speed, adapting to different models thanks to mechanical arms programmed to the thousandth of an inch. In a tender contrast, the children's shower cap protects eyes and face with fun silicone, turning bath time into a fun moment without a single tear. Going back in time, in 1986, 1.5 million balloons were released in Cleveland at Balloon Fest '86, a spectacle that turned chaotic when they landed and obstructed air and sea traffic. And speaking of water and endurance, The treadmill for swimmers creates a current pool where you can swim without moving, ideal for conditioning and training in small spaces. Continuing this sweet theme, Berlin-based Joseph Marr creates candy sculptures that represent translucent and sensual human bodies, fusing art and gastronomy in ephemeral yet striking pieces. In the marine realm, orcas, intelligent cetaceans with black and white patterns, swim up to 35 miles per hour, hunt in matriarchal pods, and feed on marine life as large as themselves. And from the ocean, we move on to embroidery. Ukrainian Catherine Marchenko creates three-dimensional designs in tulle, combining threads and beads on transparencies that appear to float delicately. In a change of scene, flair bartenders mix cocktails and juggling, tossing and spinning bottles behind the bar, while surprising with flavor and style in every sip. Meanwhile, the rivet gun places nails and rivets with pneumatic precision, avoiding hammer blows and facilitating the joining of materials in tight spaces. Changing fields, apitherapy uses controlled bee stings to relieve inflammation such as arthritis, thanks to compounds like melittin with analgesic effects. Returning to the sea, the sailfish conquers the oceans with its hydrodynamic body and sail-shaped dorsal fin, reaching speeds of up to 68 miles per hour to hunt schools of fish. And in carpentry, steam bending allows wood to be bent without breaking it, using heat and humidity to adapt curved shapes to molds for furniture, instruments, or boats. Nearby, the Mexican tololoche, a cousin of the double bass, provides rhythm in traditional music with its 4 wooden strings and deep pizzicato, the basis of genres such as norteño and tamborazo. In Thailand, the Monkey Buffet Festival holds a fruit feast for macaques in Lopburi every November, a tradition that blends animal gratitude with tourist color. For distinguished restaurants, Michelin stars recognize culinary creativity and consistency, 1 for a good level, 2 for an exceptional experience, and 3 for traveling for it. In innovative tattoo design, Luc Cormier, known as Mr. Sticker, from Newfoundland and based in Nova Scotia, creates designs that look like real stickers, using realism and a pop art style with defined edges. Meanwhile, the Asian wild dog, with its reddish fur and pack behavior, lives from India to Russia, hunting deer and wild boar, although it is sadly endangered. The glass octopus is a transparent cephalopod that lives between 656 and 3,280 feet deep. Its body reveals internal eyes and nerves. In China, there is the red beach of Panjin, decorated by the suada plant, which turns an intense reddish hue in autumn, although only a section is open to the public. Then, in Los Angeles, YouTuber Air Rack and Pizza Hut made a 13,950 square foot pizza, equivalent to 5 tennis courts, and donated all the slices to charity. Continuing with the curious publicity, meanwhile, our eyes get more exercise than our legs. They move about 100,000 times a day, which would be equivalent to walking about 50 miles, according to some estimates. And incredible as it may sound, Candela's Swedish flying boat measures 28 feet, travels at 23 miles per hour, and soars on hydrofoils at 16 knots. It already has 150 orders at $395,000. Venice stands on millions of stilts while facing flooding from rising sea levels and subsidence, a constant architectural challenge. Did you know that Avatar, released in 2009 and directed by James Cameron, remains the highest-grossing film in history? With its groundbreaking 3D and the world of Pandora, it grossed over $2.9 billion, and no one has yet surpassed it. Sharks, master predators, don't have a bony skeleton but rather cartilage, which makes them light, agile, and fascinating survivors for 400 million years. Blueberries stand out as a superfood. Rich in antioxidants, they help prevent neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and improve memory with every bite. Moving on to the animal kingdom, the bloodhound has such a precise sense of smell that it serves as legal evidence. It can track scents for over 300 hours, even under extreme weather conditions. On the Isle of Barra, Scotland, planes land on the sand. The tides determine the airport's schedule, and in nighttime emergencies, residents light up the runway with their cars. Turning to the animal kingdom, lions lead the way in passion. During the mating season, a male can mate up to 100 times a day, securing his lineage with brief but constant encounters. And in the heart of Colombia, Caño Cristales looks like a river straight out of a painting. Its waters display vivid colors thanks to the Macarenia clavigera, a plant that reacts to precise sunlight. And in Golden, Colorado, thousands of people and more than 3,000 golden retrievers celebrate Golden Day together, an event where canine joy floods the streets like a golden wave. In total darkness, bats hunt using echolocation. They emit ultrasonic beeps and listen to the echoes to detect textures, shapes, and movements with pinpoint accuracy. In the animal kingdom, the African elephant has the longest pregnancy, requiring almost 22 months to fully develop its offspring's brain and body. Continuing with the extremes, David Rush broke his 55th Guinness World Record by removing 25 socks in 1 minute while blindfolded. He surpassed the previous record of 24 socks. This Indian man claimed to have lived for more than 70 years without eating or drinking anything, only meditating. Although it may seem impossible, in 2010 he underwent a medical examination in a military hospital for 15 days. He didn't eat, drink, urinate, or defecate during that entire time, and he remained completely healthy. Doctors monitored him 24/7 and were astonished. The yogi claimed that a goddess gave him energy through a hole in his palate. In China, this boy was nicknamed the Ice Boy. He walks miles to school in snowstorms at 5 degrees Fahrenheit without a coat and never gets sick. When doctors analyzed him, they discovered that his body generates internal heat faster than normal, and his skin maintains temperature better than that of an adult. This Malaysian man has a jaw that defies physics. In 2007, he pulled a 573,000-pound train for almost 10 feet using only his teeth. No ropes, no machines. He just bit down on a metal bar and pulled. His teeth are so strong they can withstand impacts, traction, and pressure without breaking. And his gums have been studied by doctors as they have a resistance to micro tears beyond any human standard. This Dane broke the world record by holding his breath underwater for over 22 minutes. And it's not magic or editing. He does it by controlling his mind and metabolism to extreme levels. His training includes lowering his heart rate to less than 30 beats per minute and entering a state of mental relaxation so deep that he consumes less oxygen than a sleeping reptile. Javier Botet was born in Spain with Marfan syndrome, a condition that elongates bones and makes joints hyperflexible. His superpower? He moves like a monster without the need for special effects. Hollywood discovered him, and he became the actor behind creatures like Niña Medeiros, Mama's Mother, and Slender Man. His limbs are so long, thin, and flexible that he can adopt positions impossible for the human body. In China, Nong Yuhui was born with eyes that glow like a cat's in the dark. But that's not the strangest thing. He can see perfectly in complete darkness, as if he had natural night vision. Doctors tested him in pitch-black rooms. He read, wrote, and played as if it were midday. His night vision is even superior to that of some wild animals. It looks like something out of an alien movie, but it's 100% real and lives in Australia. This hive has such strange shapes that it seems tastefully designed by aliens. Its twisting tunnels and hypnotic structures leave scientists speechless. The Australian bee doesn't just make honey, it also makes alien art. In Tokyo, during rush hour, a surprising task is carried out by the crowd pushers. These workers help passengers board trains even when capacity hits 200% occupancy. Their job is to ensure that, despite the crowds, everyone gets on in an orderly manner. In Japan, special pillows known as lap desk pillows, shaped like desks, are available. These pillows are designed to mimic the feeling of sitting at a desk. Many people who use them report emotional relief and a comforting sense of routine. In 2007, Pepsi surprised Japan by launching a limited edition flavor as unusual as it was refreshing. Salty Cucumber Pepsi. This quirky version of the classic drink offered a unique blend of sweet, salty, and vegetal notes, very different from traditional sodas. In Canada, a surprisingly dark type of water is sold, known for its black color and enriched with fulvic minerals. The drink, called BLK, is promoted as having revitalizing properties thanks to its natural mineral content. Despite its unusual look, it has gained popularity among health-focused consumers. At the New Jersey State Fair, the real racers are the pigs. With funny names and speedy little legs, these piglets compete like Formula One drivers. The crowd cheers, places bets, and laughs as the porky athletes race for glory. No horses, no cars, just turbocharged ham. In 2015, Burger King Japan shocked the world by releasing a Whopper-scented perfume. Rattle, also known as the honey badger, is small in size but legendary in fearlessness. It can take on cobras, wildcats, and even swarms of bees without hesitation. With tough skin and a fierce temper, it's a true warrior of the animal kingdom. McLaren built an astonishing full-scale supercar made of over 340,000 Lego pieces, powered by nearly 800 electric motors. This impressive replica combines real engineering and the imaginative spirit of Lego, bringing childhood dreams to life at life size. The Tarkan dress is considered the oldest known woven garment worn in the early days of ancient Egypt. This valuable find was made in Cairo in 1913, providing a rare opportunity to explore the fashion and customs of one of the oldest civilizations. The discovery of this dress offers a direct connection to the origins of humanity. It is a vestige that provides a better understanding of textile evolution in the ancient world. Audi has unveiled an innovative surfboard that fuses the precision of German engineering with the essence of surfing. This creation highlights the intersection of advanced technology and sport, offering a unique experience in both design and performance. The board stands out not only for its functionality, but also for its modern and elegant aesthetic. Tree kangaroos, which inhabit Australia and New Guinea, have an incredible ability to leap distances of up to 30 feet between trees and launch themselves from heights of 60 feet without difficulty. This skill allows them to move with great agility in their forest environment. However, when they are on the ground, their movement is much more clumsy and slow, which creates a noticeable difference in their behavior. Stephen Wiltshire, a British artist with autism and an impressive photographic memory, is able to draw entire cities from memory. Isolated with headphones while listening to music from the 70s and 80s, he has been recreating in public the enormous Mexico City that he captured during a brief flyover of less than 30 minutes. Vietnam is among the leading global distributors of coffee and cashews, even surpassing several South American nations. Although mentioning coffee brings up names like Colombia and Brazil, this Asian country quietly leads a crucial part of the business. It ranks second globally, only behind Brazil. The humid regions of Southeast Asia are home to a unique reptile known as Hydrosaurus, famous for its size and aquatic abilities. This lizard, found in places like the Philippines and Indonesia, thrives both on land and in aquatic environments. What distinguishes it most is a striking structure adorning its back, an elongated crest that gives it an imposing appearance. And look how adorable it is when it's relaxing. Philippe Contassini's colossal croissant reimagines the traditional French pastry in a gigantic format. Designed to be enjoyed in a group, this golden delicacy becomes the star of breakfasts, snacks, or brunches. More than just a pan, it's an edible work of art with perfectly flaky layers and an intense buttery flavor. Discover the original sweet creations of Patos Pizzas, an innovative offering that reinvents the classic pizza in a dessert version. These delicacies stand out for their diversity of flavors and combinations. The menu nods to famous sweet treats, suggesting the use of ingredients such as hazelnut spread, brownie pieces, and cookies. An innovative amphibious bus travels the streets and waters of Paris, offering an unusual tourist adventure. This unique transport combines urban sightseeing with a river cruise along the iconic Seine River. Its design, based on the robust Duco military vehicles, allows it to travel seamlessly on both land and water. Passengers can admire Paris's main monuments from unconventional angles and in great comfort. The Ashura stands out as one of the rarest and most luxurious cat breeds in the world, famous for its unusual appearance and large size. This feline is the product of a special cross between a common cat, an African serval, and an Asian leopard, creating a unique blend. Its fur displays spots reminiscent of a wild predator, giving it an unmistakable jungle feel. The Cardrona Bra Fence is a curious tourist attraction located in the picturesque Cardrona Valley in Otago, New Zealand. Its origins date back to the late 90s, when travelers began leaving bras hanging from a chain-link fence along the Cardrona Valley Road. Over time, the number of these women's garments grew, transforming the fence into a unique visual spectacle. Jimmy Hoffa was a key figure in the American trade union scene, known both for his influence and for his connections to organized crime and political circles. His disappearance occurred after a confrontation with two individuals linked to the mafia at a Detroit bar, a mystery that still persists. For years, authorities conducted intensive investigations, explorations, and excavations without finding any trace of his whereabouts. In 1982, the FBI officially declared him dead, but the mystery surrounding his fate continues to generate speculation. Elephants possess the remarkable ability to recognize themselves when reflected in a mirror. This ability places them among the few animal species that demonstrate awareness of their own existence. They have successfully passed the mirror test, a test designed to measure self-awareness in living beings. Ostriches ingest small stones called gastroliths that facilitate the breakdown of food in their bodies. Since they lack teeth for chewing, these minerals accumulate in the gizzard, a specialized muscular part of their digestive system. There, the stones act as a natural mill, efficiently grinding and processing food. This mechanism compensates for the lack of oral structures to break down food before digestion. Aspen Crow is a contemporary sculptor noted for his innovative and conceptual style within three-dimensional art. His creations fuse traditional methods with modern elements, employing materials such as silicone, metal, and resin to bring highly realistic works to life. In Switzerland, some movie theaters have taken the cinema experience to a whole new level by replacing traditional seats with beds. These innovative spaces are equipped with comfortable mattresses, pillows, and clean sheets, giving viewers the feeling of being in their own room while enjoying a movie on the big screen. Horses' hooves, which function like sturdy nails, are subject to continuous wear and tear due to constant contact with the ground. To protect these essential limbs, horseshoes are used, typically made of durable metal materials. These structures act as a shield, protecting against impact and damage that rough or rocky surfaces can cause. Airbag jeans are innovative pants that incorporate protective technology inspired by automobile airbags. These pants feature smart sensors and integrated airbags in key areas such as the hips and thighs. When they detect a collision or sudden fall, the bags automatically inflate to cushion the impact and reduce the risk of injury. The spitting cobra is a toxic snake noted for its unique ability to expel venom from a distance to protect itself. Native to various parts of Africa and Asia, these snakes have special glands that allow them to shoot their venom with great accuracy into the eyes of potential threats. This venom causes severe eye irritation and can cause temporary vision loss in attackers. The Marina Bay Sands is an iconic resort located in Singapore, famous for its bold and elegant architecture. It consists of three 57-story skyscrapers connected at the top by a unique ship-shaped structure called Sky Park. This platform houses an infinity pool, recognized as one of the highest in the world, offering impressive panoramic views of the urban skyline. Lukas Ermler is a German slackline athlete born in 1988 in Dachau. His name has achieved international fame thanks to his exceptional mastery of this discipline, which demands balance and extreme concentration. He has set several Guinness World Records for impressive traverses on taut ropes in challenging environments. One of his most notable achievements was slacklining over the majestic Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. The flying fish is a marine species recognized for its extremely elongated pectoral fins, reminiscent of real wings. Thanks to this adaptation, it can propel itself out of the water and briefly hover above the surface, successfully escaping potential predators. These aerial glides give it a crucial advantage in its natural habitat. The Guangzhou Circle is a 452-foot-high, 33-story skyscraper notable for its unique circular architectural design. Inspired by the ancient Chinese symbol of the circle, this building fuses modern materials such as glass and steel on its facade, creating a stunning visual effect. Ken Storns is a striking adventurer from Norway who has gained notoriety on social media for his extreme feats. While he also shares his country's stunning natural views, what truly captivates his audience are his daring stunts, especially his jumps from great heights. The Paternoster elevator is an unusual vertical transportation system that operates through a continuous cycle of open, non-stop rotating cabins. Unlike traditional elevators, these platforms lack doors and allow people to board or descend while moving, facilitating a constant and uninterrupted journey. Elisane Silva is a Brazilian model recognized as one of the tallest women in the world in the fashion world. Her unusual height of 6 feet 9 inches began developing at age 11 as a result of a tumor on her pituitary gland, which caused accelerated growth. At age 15, after facing ridicule and discrimination, she decided to transform her physical difference into a strength. In the Danish city of Odense, a very colorful tradition is celebrated that combines fun and local customs. During this unique festival, a group of Toulouse geese parades through the main avenues, accompanied by the sound of drums that mark their rhythm. The march is skillfully led by an expert drummer who guides the birds through the streets, capturing the attention of residents and visitors. Randy Tataleta, originally from Manado, Indonesia, is a barber with a rare artistic talent. After each haircut, he uses the strands of hair to create amazingly detailed portraits of celebrities and iconic figures. He creates these creations right on the floor of his barbershop, transforming ordinary remains into ephemeral works of art. Valais black-nosed sheep originate from the mountainous region of Valais, Switzerland, and are famous for their unmistakable and adorable appearance. Their abundant curly white wool creates a fascinating contrast with the black areas covering their face, ears, knees, legs, and snout. In Switzerland, a disruptive proposal has emerged in the world of tourism with the Nullstern Hotel, which completely rethinks the traditional idea of where and how to stay. This innovative concept offers rooms without walls or ceilings, allowing visitors to sleep outdoors under the starry sky. By eliminating physical barriers, guests connect deeply with nature and enjoy a unique sensory experience. The Port Jackson shark is a typical inhabitant of the seabed in the coastal areas of southern Australia. This species stands out for its distinctive body pattern, black strap, like bands crossing its grayish skin, making it unmistakable among other sharks. Modest in size compared to its marine relatives, this benthic shark moves close to the ocean floor, calmly exploring its surroundings. Jorge Chavez, a key figure in Peruvian aerial history, marked a milestone by becoming the first aviator to fly over the Alps in 1910. Although his life ended tragically during the landing, his bravery is forever etched in his memory. His feat elevated him to the status of a patriotic icon, His legacy inspires generations of Peruvian pilots. The Intempo, located in Benidorm, Spain, is among the tallest residential buildings in Europe, reaching 663 feet and with 47 floors. Its distinctive architecture features two parallel towers joined at the top by a golden diamond-shaped structure. The Four Corners in the United States is a unique point where the territorial boundaries of four states converge: Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado. This location is marked by an iconic monument that marks the precise junction of these borders. Tourists can simultaneously travel to all four states, an exclusive experience in the country. Merhan Karimi Nasseri experienced a unique story when he was trapped at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris for almost 18 years. From 1908 height to 2006, legal issues related to his nationality kept him stranded in the waiting rooms. His unique situation served as inspiration for the film The Terminal. German bartender Philipp Traber amazed the world with his skill and precision in preparing 17 drinks in a single act. With one steady hand, he simultaneously filled 17 highball glasses with an energy drink, while with the other, he placed 17 shots of Jägermeister directly on top. The perfect timing allowed the contents of the shots to fall into each glass at the same time, creating a flawless spectacle. On the paradise island of Siquijor in the Philippines are the majestic Cambuganhay waterfalls, renowned for their intensely clear turquoise waters. These waterfalls descend in 5 low terraces, with heights ranging from about 6.5 to 13 feet, framed by lush vegetation and natural rock formations. In Anchorage, Alaska, a curious moose surprised visitors by quietly slipping into a hospital lobby. Attracted by the warmth of the building and possibly the scent of some ornamental plants, the animal strolled through the automatic doors as if it were just another visitor. Tulum cheese is an exquisite specialty of Turkish culinary tradition, valued both for its distinctive flavor and its unique production method. This cheese is matured inside sacks made of goat skin, which not only preserves its properties, but also gives it an unmistakable taste. Slightly spicy, intense, and with nuances that evolve over time. Anna Galkina, a young woman originally from Russia, has gained international notoriety under the nickname the Ice Princess. This unique title was given to her due to her impressive ability to submerge herself in icy waters and consume ice without showing any signs of discomfort. Her body seems to naturally adapt to extreme temperatures, pushing the limits of the cold that most would be unable to endure. Hamad Fathi is a prominent Egyptian basketball player, known not only for his skills on the court, but also for his imposing height of 7 feet 6 inches, which places him among the tallest men on the planet. Julia Butterfly is a prominent American environmental activist, known for her extraordinary peaceful resistance that lasted 738 days. For more than 2 years, she remained perched at the top of an imposing Californian redwood, an ancient tree 180 feet tall and approximately 1,000 years old, with the goal of preventing the Pacific Lumber Company from cutting it down. The Sutun cenote, located near Valladolid on the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, is a natural gem that belongs to the group of cavern-type cenotes. This place is distinguished by its stunning scenic beauty, characterized by a semi-enclosed cavern with an opening in the roof that allows sunlight to illuminate the crystal-clear water, creating a fascinating spectacle of light and shadow. Its transparent waters and serene atmosphere make it a favorite destination for tourists. In Colombia, there are truly unique buildings known as upside-down houses, which amaze visitors by offering the optical illusion of being completely inverted. These homes are designed and decorated with painstaking precision so that every element, from furniture to appliances, appears to be upside down. Vika Bren is a talented Israeli artist who has gained international recognition for her astonishing body painting technique, in which she transforms her own hand into visually stunning optical illusions. Using its skin as a canvas, she creates images that play with perception and deceive the eye, turning a simple limb into a surreal piece of art. The green heron is an elegant, small heron species found in diverse humid ecosystems in the Americas, including mangroves, riverbanks, swamps, and wetlands. Compact in size, it reaches a length of approximately 17 inches, making it one of the smallest herons on the continent. The Grand Lisboa Hotel is one of the most iconic skyscrapers in Macau, China, famous for its spectacular architectural design that evokes the shape of a fully blooming lotus flower. Its golden curvaceous structure rises elegantly above the city skyline, making it a visual landmark both day and night. Beer Terrier is a craft beverage originating in Mexico, created especially for dogs. Made with all-natural ingredients such as malt, spirulina, flaxseed, wheat, and minimal amounts of hops, this beverage is designed to offer a refreshing experience without endangering the health of pets. Stefano Fiorina, an Italian artist originally from Turin and born in 1990, has achieved recognition in the contemporary art world thanks to his original and unconventional approach. His work has garnered international attention for a unique technique, creating portraits using aluminum trays as a support. Using this unusual tool, Fiorina prints faces with a distinctive style that challenges the traditional boundaries of portraiture. The sucker squid is a fascinating species that inhabits the icy waters of the Antarctic Ocean. It is notable for its impressive size, growing up to 46 feet in length, making it one of the largest squids on the planet. Nike revolutionized the world of athletic footwear by launching the Nike Go FlyEase, the first sneakers designed to be hands-free on and off. These innovative shoes feature a system that automatically adjusts to the user's foot upon stepping, comfortably adapting to the user's foot. They also open automatically for easy on and off, offering a practical and futuristic experience that combines advanced technology with functional design. The Commodore is a dog breed originating from Hungary, primarily recognized for its work as a shepherd and guard dog. What's most striking about this breed is its abundant coat, which can be white or ivory, made up of long, thick strands that hang down and resemble dreadlocks or even the fibers of a traditional mop. Mr. Doodle is a visual artist known for transforming virtually any surface into a canvas filled with doodles and drawings. It was in 2013 that he decided to show his art to the world through Instagram, quickly gaining a large audience thanks to his distinctive and chaotic style. The giant Japanese crab is an impressive marine creature, recognized for its triangular-shaped exoskeleton and exceptionally long legs that can reach over 10 feet. This crustacean inhabits the dark depths of the Pacific Ocean, especially near the Japanese coast, where conditions are cold and light is scarce. The kangaroo rat is a small rodent notable for its ability to make impressive leaps that can reach up to 6.5 feet in length. A member of the Heteromyidae family, this animal measures approximately 12 inches from the tip of its head to the tip of its tail. Although it weighs over 3.5 ounces, one of its most distinctive features is the dark tuft that adorns the tip of its tail. In 1825, French naturalist Federico Cuvier first identified the red panda, a species he described as one of the most beautiful mammals in existence. The red panda is an expert climber that spends much of its time resting in the treetops, sleeping up to 13 hours a day to conserve energy in its natural habitat. The Sutherland sisters were famous in Mexico during the 19th century for a characteristic that made them unique: their extraordinarily long hair. This uniqueness captured the public's attention, as their mane stood out as a distinctive feature that made them unmistakable. Pierre Bertolotti is a talented French artist who has made a name for himself in the urban art world thanks to his specialization in three-dimensional anamorphic graffiti. Using precise techniques and an exceptional mastery of perspective, Bertolotti transforms walls and other flat surfaces into stunning scenes that seem to come alive with depth and realism. Discover the famous Hands of St. Francis of Assisi, a stunning viewpoint located on Real de 14, Mexico City. This artistic and architectural work consists of two enormous sculpted hands that rise like guardians of the landscape, offering visitors an unforgettable panoramic view. Amu Haji, an Iranian hermit, was known worldwide as the dirtiest man on the planet due to his extreme lifestyle. For more than 6 decades, he avoided bathing, convinced that cleanliness would make him vulnerable to disease. He resided in a rudimentary hut built with cement blocks in a rural area, where his body remained covered in soot and dust. Every year, in San Juan de la Vega, Guanajuato, Mexico, a unique and daring tradition known as the Explosive Hammer Festival is celebrated. In this ceremony, attendees apply a flammable mixture of chlorate and sulfur to hammers, which they then strike against metal objects to cause impressive explosions. This adrenaline-fueled practice is part of a ritual honoring Saint John the Baptist, the town's patron saint. Meet the vampire deer, a unique creature that lives in the jungles of Southeast Asia and draws attention for its unusual appearance. It gets its name from the elongated, curved fangs that emerge from its mouth, which can measure up to 4 inches, resembling the teeth in a vampire myth. Despite this intimidating appearance, this deer is completely herbivorous and moves cautiously through vegetation. Dong Tao chickens originate from Vietnam and are distinguished by their sturdy, scaly legs, a rare characteristic among birds. This special breed has historically been reserved for important events and for feeding the nobility, due to its exclusivity and exceptional flavor. Its imposing size and the tender texture of its meat make it a highly prized delicacy in traditional Vietnamese cuisine. The kudu bull is an imposing antelope native to the African continent, famous for its spectacular spiral-shaped horns that can measure up to 6 feet. This creature primarily inhabits the savannas and scattered forests of sub-Saharan Africa, where it adapts to diverse ecosystems. Its coat, a mix of brown and grayish tones adorned with vertical white stripes, allows it to easily blend into its natural surroundings. The monumental wooden sculpture created by Chinese artist Chen Yisun is a work that impresses with its size, detail, and cultural significance. This piece, which measures 4,029 feet long and took 4 years to complete, was carved from a single colossal trunk. The work is inspired by the iconic traditional painting Along the River during the Qingming Festival, a jewel of Chinese art. Gladys Ingle was known for walking on the wings of airplanes in flight, defying gravity and danger with extraordinary courage. She was the only female member of the legendary 13 Black Cats, a troupe of aerial acrobats that dazzled audiences in 20s Hollywood. Brock Davis is an American creative who excels at transforming commonplace elements into striking artistic pieces that challenge the way we view everyday life. His talent spans a variety of fields, including photography, sculpture, illustration, and graphic design, fusing traditional techniques with innovative ideas. The Babirusa pig is a fascinating species that inhabits the islands of Indonesia, easily recognizable by its unique appearance and extraordinarily curved tusks. These tusks, exclusive to males, can grow so long that they sometimes penetrate the skin of the snout, a characteristic that makes them unique in the animal kingdom. Originating from the upper canine teeth, they arch backward, extending over the animal's head. Guillaume Fontaine is a talented circus artist and slackline expert from Sherbrooke, Quebec, Canada. Since taking up the sport in 2015, he has shown an unwavering passion, dedicating himself to perfecting his skills and pushing his own limits. His perseverance and skill have allowed him to break several world records, most notably the longest highline traverse without falling, achieved in 2018. The armadillo lizard is a reptile unique to the arid and semi-desert areas of western South Africa, where it lives primarily among rocks and bushes. Its body is protected by spiny scales that give it a robust and resilient appearance. When faced with danger, it curls up and bites its tail, creating a compact, hard-to-penetrate sphere. The dragonhead caterpillar is a fascinating creature found in the rainforests of Central and South America. Its most distinctive feature is its astonishing visual defense, which it uses to scare away predators. When threatened, it extends the front of its body, creating an image that mimics a snake's head, complete with fake eyes and patterns resembling scales. In Portugal, a group called Lata 65 is revolutionizing street art by integrating older people, especially grandmothers, into the world of graffiti. Founded with the mission of combating loneliness and age-related prejudice, this collective offers workshops where participants learn to create urban art. They then take their talent to the streets, transforming walls with vibrant and cheerful murals that convey positive messages. The Suriname toad is an amphibian species that lives in the aquatic ecosystems of South American tropical rainforests. Its body has a peculiar, flattened, and almost quadrangular shape, covered with rough skin that varies between shades of brown and olive green. This characteristic provides it with exceptional camouflage, helping it go unnoticed among vegetation and the bottom of rivers and lagoons. Dominique Davis is a visual artist originally from Northeast England, known for her innovative work in stop-motion animation. Her artistic process is based on a detailed photographic technique, where each frame is painstakingly arranged to create a fluid illusion of movement. Through her pieces, which often interpret common situations with a striking artistic approach, she has managed to connect with a wide and diverse audience on digital platforms. The earthworm is the creature with the largest number of hearts, with 5 pairs in total. This characteristic gives it efficient circulation to survive in underground environments with limited oxygen. Thanks to this multiple system, it can keep its body functioning in harsh conditions. Its anatomy is perfectly adapted to life underground. Arequipa, known as Peru's White City, owes its nickname to the buildings made of sillar, a light-colored volcanic rock. Its old town is notable for the beauty and uniformity of these structures. In 2000, its historic center was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Corral, located in the Soup Valley, represents the oldest known culture in the Americas, dating back more than 5,000 years. This urban settlement is distinguished by its peaceful nature, as no traces of weapons have been found. It features impressive structures such as pyramids, plazas, and homes that reflect its social organization. Danny Trejo is recognized for having accumulated the highest number of deaths depicted on the big screen, exceeding 65 times. Although he usually plays antagonistic characters, his life off the set reveals an admirable social commitment. His rugged image contrasts with his dedication to community causes. The Quadripoint, located in Africa, is a site where the territorial boundaries of Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, and Zimbabwe come so close together that they almost meet. Although there is no official monument marking it, this corner is a global geographical rarity. It represents one of the few places where 4 countries converge in a small space. The Taipei 101 Tower, located in Taiwan and once the tallest skyscraper on the planet, combines traditional Chinese architectural elements with modern technological advances. Its imposing structure is designed to withstand earthquakes and typhoons common in the region. Inside, a gigantic 1,455,000-pound mass damper acts as a stabilizer. This innovation gives it exceptional flexibility in the face of seismic movements. Among the most unique and fascinating birds inhabiting the Earth is the shoe-billed heron. Its most striking feature is its enormous, curved beak, reminiscent of a traditional wooden clog, giving it an unmistakable and somewhat surprising appearance. This unique feature makes it stand out in any natural setting. In Iceland, the coastline known as Diamond Beach seems like something out of a magical novel. Its most notable feature is not only the dark sand, the product of volcanoes, but the enormous pieces of transparent ice that rest on the sand, shining like colossal gems. This unique contrast creates a visual spectacle that fascinates all visitors. Imagine your entire city having to pack up and leave because the ground beneath your feet no longer offers shelter. In Kiruna, northern Sweden, this isn't fiction, it's reality. Due to subsidence caused by decades of mining, its streets, schools, and homes are being carefully displaced, building by building. It's a monumental move to escape collapse. Chuan Bin Chung is a talented professor originally from Taiwan who teaches at Shute University and has captured the world's attention thanks to a rare gift: his extraordinary ability to reproduce, with astonishing precision, the complex structures of human anatomy using only chalk on a blackboard. The shrine of Imam Ali stands majestically in the heart of the city of Najaf, Iraq, as one of the most revered holy sites in the Islamic world. This temple, of enormous religious and cultural significance, attracts thousands of pilgrims and visitors each year who come to contemplate not only its profound spirituality, but also the magnificence of its architecture. Borgen Church, located in the town of the same name within the municipality of Lardal, Norway, is one of the most emblematic and best-preserved wooden religious structures in the country. Built at the end of the 11th century, this architectural gem represents a bridge between the Viking pagan past and the spread of Christianity in Scandinavia. The dwarf crocodile is the smallest species of the entire crocodile family, reaching an average length of just 5 feet. Despite its small size, it is a surprising reptile, perfectly adapted to its natural environment. It lives mainly in swamps, quiet rivers, and forested areas of West and Central Africa, where it spends much of its time hidden among vegetation. Andrew Scott is an artist renowned for his unique style and ability to transform conventional drawings into stunning, vibrant works of art. His technique is characterized by the use of shimmering effects and meticulous details that create a three-dimensional illusion, making his pieces appear to leap off the paper with striking realism. Marta Albareda is a talented photographer and videographer specializing in macro photography, based in Barcelona, Spain. Her work focuses on revealing the hidden beauty of the tiny world, capturing extremely detailed images and videos of insects and other small creatures in their natural habitat. Dawid Godzik is a talented Polish cyclist who has established himself as a prominent figure in the world of BMX freestyle and mountain bike slopestyle. He is especially recognized for his innovative ability, having pioneered the quadruple tail whip on a mountain bike, a technical feat that has marked a turning point in the discipline. The pygmy seahorse is a tiny marine species notable for its extremely small size, reaching just 0.8 inches in length. Despite its tiny stature, it possesses an astonishing ability to blend into its surroundings, utilizing exceptional camouflage that allows it to go unnoticed among the corals and marine plants where it lives. The turkey, also known as the Mexican turkey, is a bird native to North America that has a deep history as one of the first species domesticated by ancient Mesoamerican cultures. This bird stands out for its robust body and plumage that varies in color, often with an iridescent sheen that reflects changing hues depending on the light. On the remote coasts where penguins live, there is a rarity that surprises with its golden hue, the so-called yellow penguin or golden penguin. This unique creature owes its bright appearance to a genetic mutation known as leucism, which causes a significant reduction of the black pigment in its feathers, giving it an uncommon golden color in these birds. Unlike albinism, her eyes maintain their normal color, giving her a healthy and vibrant appearance. The Bajo Puebla tunnels are an extensive underground network located in Mexico, with origins dating back to the 10th century. This historic infrastructure remained hidden for centuries until it was recently rediscovered. Its system of passages extends for several miles beneath the city of Puebla, connecting important sites such as religious temples and former military barracks. Fraser Island, located in Australia, is recognized as the largest island composed solely of sand in the world. Declared a World Heritage Site, it boasts impressive natural diversity. Its interior contains freshwater lagoons and dense jungle areas. It is also home to free-roaming dingoes. Salmon have the ability to propel themselves backward thanks to the strength of their robust fins. This skill is essential for swimming upriver and returning to their birthplace. There, they carry out their reproductive cycle, ensuring the continuity of their species. Their ability to swim backward allows them to overcome natural obstacles. Vultures have the surprising ability to glide for long periods without moving their wings. They use rising currents of warm air to soar and move with minimal effort. This technique allows them to conserve energy during their long flights. Thanks to this adaptation, they can travel great distances in search of food. Coffee waste is extremely beneficial for vegetation. The outer casing of the coffee bean is loaded with compounds such as nitrogen and potassium. These elements nourish the soil and promote healthy root development. Incorporating this material into your garden can significantly improve plant growth. Blinding Lights, performed by The Weeknd, has become the most streamed song in Spotify history, surpassing 4 billion plays. Its 80s-inspired sound and infectious rhythm catapulted it to global fame. Iquitos, located in the Peruvian jungle, is the largest city in the world without a land connection. Access is limited exclusively to air or river transport, which makes it unique. This characteristic contributes to its environmental and cultural importance. The city is immersed in a protected natural environment. Scotland stands out globally for its high concentration of people with red hair. Nearly 13% of its inhabitants possess this unique genetic characteristic. This proportion is the highest recorded in any country. The trait is linked to a hereditary mutation prevalent in that region. Lake Jökulsárlón, located in southeastern Iceland, originated from the retreat of the gigantic Vatnajökull glacier. This body of water is notable for the imposing icebergs that break off and float across its surface. Its natural environment has been the setting for numerous film productions due to its stunning beauty. Carlos Kaiser was the protagonist of one of the most unusual scams in the history of football. He built a 2-decade career without barely touching the ball. His greatest strength lay not in his feet, but in his mastery of pretense and persuasion. He rubbed shoulders with stars, fabricated injuries, and used a toy phone to fake calls from European clubs. His charisma opened doors for him, and his imagination kept him inside without the need to play. In the remote valley of Hessdalen, Norway, the firmament holds a secret that has baffled the world for years. Strange floating luminescences, some in the form of orbs, move in patterns impossible for terrestrial logic. Researchers from various disciplines have tried to decipher the enigma without finding a conclusive answer. The black jaguar is a striking melanistic variant of the jaguar, one of the big cats native to Central and South America. Its imposing appearance is due to an excess of melanin, which gives it a completely dark coat. However, under certain lighting conditions, it is still possible to distinguish the species' characteristic spotted pattern hidden beneath the black hue. The Selkirk Rex is a feline breed easily recognizable by its distinctive curly coat, which gives it a fluffy and unique appearance. This distinctive characteristic is the result of a natural genetic mutation that affects the texture of the fur, giving it a wavy appearance and softness to the touch. Its coat can come in both short and long versions, but always retains that fluffy quality that makes it so special. In India, one of the most surprising and visually striking phenomena is the sight of trains so packed that people travel outside the cars, on their roofs, or clinging to the sides. This practice is common among many young students and workers who, during vacation periods, must return to their hometowns. The leaf frog is a fascinating amphibian that has developed exceptional camouflage to blend in with its natural environment. Its body realistically mimics the shape and color of a fallen leaf, allowing it to blend in easily among the leaf litter of Southeast Asian tropical forests. This camouflage offers it vital protection against predators, helping it remain invisible on the forest floor. Coluyugos are striking mammals distinguished by a very special characteristic: a thin membrane of skin that connects their legs to their bodies, allowing them to glide through the trees with great skill. These nocturnal animals feed primarily on leaves and fruits found in the forest canopy. Fabian Marcel Gaite Morera is a talented Chilean artist living in Spain who is distinguished by his unique approach to oil painting, applying paint exclusively with his fingers. Far removed from conventional tools like brushes, Fabian creates his pieces live, transmitting the magic of his creative process in real time. The white cobra, popularly known as the albino cobra, is a fascinating genetic variation of the common cobra, distinguished by its unusual white or cream coloration. This hue is due to a mutation that results in the absence of pigment in the skin, giving it an almost ethereal appearance that clearly differentiates it from its brown or black counterparts. The Mary Cemetery of Sapanta, located in Romania, is a truly unique place that challenges the usual conventions regarding spaces dedicated to the dead. Unlike traditional, solemn, dark cemeteries, this cemetery stands out for its vibrant and joyful aesthetic. Its tombstones are carved from wood and painted in intense colors, predominantly turquoise blue, and adorned with humorous drawings that narrate episodes from life. The leaf cricket is a fascinating insect belonging to the order Orthoptera, famous for its extraordinary ability to blend in with its natural environment. Its body resembles a green leaf, allowing it to go unnoticed by predators thanks to its almost perfect camouflage. Contrary to popular belief, Venus is hotter than Mercury, despite being farther from the Sun. This happens because Venus has a very dense atmosphere rich in carbon dioxide. This greenhouse effect causes temperatures on its surface to skyrocket, reaching hellish levels. With temperatures that can exceed 860 degrees Fahrenheit, Venus is capable of melting heavy metals like lead without difficulty. In Tepozatlan, state of Mexico, stands the giant Christ known as the Lord of the Niche, a monumental sculpture that stands as an icon of spirituality and devotion. This majestic work reaches nearly 108 feet in height and represents Jesus Christ with his arms outstretched, symbolizing openness, protection, and acceptance. The rainbow eucalyptus, native to the Philippines, is considered the most colorful tree on the planet due to its multicolored trunk. As the bark peels away in layers, vibrant hues such as green, blue, purple, orange, and red emerge. Their appearance resembles the work of a brush, although it is completely natural. These color changes are influenced by humidity and climate. In the heart of Tengger Desert, China, stands the impressive Desert Star Hotel, a building that looks like something straight out of a science fiction film. Its architectural design is inspired by the geometric shape of a five-pointed star, giving it a unique and futuristic appearance that contrasts with the vast, arid landscape that surrounds it. The so-called firefox is one of the most unusual variants of the red fox, distinguished by a rare mutation related to melatonin that gives it a bright, striking reddish coat. This rare characteristic makes it one of the most unique specimens inhabiting our planet. In addition to their distinctive appearance, these foxes are known for their remarkable intelligence and agility. Claudio Piccoli is a renowned Italian photographer who has found his specialty in immortalizing the energy and vitality of dogs in motion. His internationally recognized work has garnered multiple awards, reflecting his ability to capture dynamic and emotional moments. The mangosteen is an exquisite tropical fruit native to Southeast Asia, renowned worldwide for its delicious balance of sweetness and acidity, which is why it is known as the Queen of Fruits. Its exterior is characterized by a thick, deep purple rind, which must be carefully removed to reveal the inner flesh. Let me introduce you to the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, a masterpiece of automotive engineering that embodies extreme luxury and absolute exclusivity. This supercar was unveiled in 2019 at the prestigious Geneva Motor Show, causing a stir with its bold design and powerful performance. The creation pays tribute to the iconic legend of the motor world, the Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic from the 30s. Didja is an adorable cat who has become a true social media celebrity thanks to her surprising skating talent. This feline has captivated thousands with her skills on wheels, gliding with a dexterity that rivals and even surpasses that of many humans. Shirley Webb, originally from Illinois, is an exemplary woman who defied all expectations by lifting weights exceeding 220 pounds at the age of 78. Her constant dedication and discipline in training have led her to break multiple records within her age group and sporting category. The Ruta Faces, located in Pinares del Pantano de Buendia, Spain, is a fascinating walk that features nearly 20 imposing sculptures carved directly into the rock, some of which reach up to 20 feet in height. Each of these works can take about a year to create due to the hardness of the material, highlighting the dedication and skill of the artists involved. The pufferfish is distinguished by its simpler skeleton than other fish, composed of around 300 bones, in contrast to the more than 500 bones found in many other species. Part of its bone structure includes spines attached directly to its skin, which contain a potent toxin used as a defense mechanism against predators. Holbox Beach, located in Mexico, is world-renowned for a stunning natural phenomenon. Its sea glows with a turquoise-blue glow at night. This magical effect is caused by bioluminescence, a phenomenon in which tiny marine microorganisms emit light when they come into contact with the movement of the waves. It is possible for a cargo ship to transport another enormous vessel on the high seas, and a clear example of this capability is the Boca Vanguard. This semi-submersible heavy-lift vessel is the largest platform of its kind in the world. When cruising without a load, it can reach speeds of up to 16 miles per hour, although when carrying a considerable weight, its speed drops to a range of 12 to 15 miles per hour. Beavers have a unique dental characteristic that distinguishes them from many other mammals. Their incisors are reinforced with iron in the enamel, unlike humans, whose enamel is composed primarily of calcium. This characteristic gives their teeth a bright orange hue and, most importantly, superior resistance to both mechanical wear and corrosion caused by acids. In 2017, Emma Gibson came into the world after an impressive record. She was conceived from an embryo that had been frozen for 25 years, starting in 1992. This represents the longest recorded time between the freezing of an embryo and the birth of a baby. To achieve this process, mature eggs are first collected from the woman, which are then fertilized in a laboratory. The quetzal is a symbolic bird of Central America, recognized not only for its stunning beauty, but also for its profound cultural significance in various civilizations across the region. Males display vibrant emerald green plumage that shimmers in the sunlight, accompanied by a majestic tail that can extend up to 3.3 feet, giving them an unmistakable presence in the tropical forests. Martín Lagares is a prominent sculptor whose mastery of clay has allowed him to bring to life pieces charged with sensitivity and realism. His artistic approach focuses on the representation of the human figure, capturing the essence of emotions and the dynamism of the body in each of his creations. Mary Ann Bevan was a British woman who, after working as a nurse, was deeply affected by a disease called acromegaly, a hormonal disorder that causes abnormal growth of bones and tissues in the body. As a result of the physical changes caused by this condition, her appearance transformed dramatically over time. The difference between white and brown eggs lies not in their quality or nutritional value, but in the breed of hen that lays them. The color of the shell depends on the pigment the hen deposits during the egg formation process. Although they may look different on the outside, both the flavor and nutrients are practically identical, so choosing one over the other is a matter of aesthetic or cultural preference, not health or quality. In the tropical forests of southeastern Mexico lives one of the continent's most striking birds, the ocellated turkey. Native to the Yucatan Peninsula, this majestic animal boasts iridescent plumage that reflects metallic hues of emerald green, turquoise blue, and golden sparkles. One of its most unique features is the eyes that adorn its tail feathers, giving it an almost mythical appearance. The Gloucester Canary is a domestic breed native to Great Britain, prized for its small, proportionate silhouette, which gives it an air of natural elegance. Its most notable feature is its rounded head crowned by a distinctive cap of feathers, which gives it a distinctive and sophisticated touch. Meet Joel Strasser, an American famous for his extraordinary beard-related skills, with which he has achieved multiple Guinness World Records. He has turned his beard into a kind of creative stage where he inserts an incredible variety of objects, ranging from Christmas decorations and candy canes to toothpicks and utensils like forks. The Turkish Kangal is an imposing and strong dog breed from Turkey, known for its role as a livestock protector. Its short, compact coat typically ranges in color from pale beige to deep gold. This breed is famous for its exceptional power and courage, attributes that make it a trusted and feared guardian. Traditionally, these dogs wear a sturdy collar with large spikes as part of their defensive equipment. Located in the municipality of Silao in Guanajuato, Mexico, Cubalete Hill is an iconic elevation that reaches 8,461 feet above sea level, surpassing even the famous Machu Picchu. At the top of this mountain stands a majestic sculpture known as Cristo Rey, also called Christ of the Mountain, which has become a symbol of national devotion. The route connecting Shamba with Killer stands out as one of the most dangerous in the entire nation. Its narrow trails, lack of safety barriers, and altitude exceeding 9,843 feet present a grueling test for even the most skilled pilots. Although the natural surroundings dazzle with breathtaking views, venturing along this route requires exceptional courage. Ribeye is one of the most prized cuts of beef by food lovers, especially recognized for its intense flavor, juiciness, and tenderness. These qualities are due to the abundant infiltration of intramuscular fat, known as marbling, which is evenly distributed throughout the muscle, providing texture and an exceptional flavor when cooked. Nordlingen, Germany, is a unique town built inside a crater created by a meteorite impact millions of years ago. The town's structures contain tiny diamonds created by the enormous force of the collision. The film Coco was inspired by a charming corner of Mexico, Pátzcuaro, located in the state of Michoacán. This magical town is famous for its deep traditions related to the Day of the Dead, making it one of the most representative places of this ancient celebration. Here we can also see Mama Coco. The galaxy frog is a unique creature that owes its name to the distinctive feature of its skin. This skin displays a resplendent, dotted pattern that evokes the image of a starry sky, similar to the immensity and beauty of a galaxy. Its bright, mottled appearance makes it stand out among other species, capturing the fascination of those who observe it. And that's all. Don't forget to like and subscribe for lots of interesting facts.